What is up, everybody? Welcome back. It's Mr. Everything here, and today, guys, we're gonna be going over why people hate Jake Paul. And I thought of making this video because he's about to have a fight with Ben Askren, and yeah, so we're gonna get into the reasons why people hate him and why he is hated, and like the whole storyline of how he came out to be and how he went from being like not hated and one of the greatest vloggers on YouTube to like people calling him like douchebag, asshole, whatever they call him, and like anything bad that you could think of. That's Jake Paul. And yeah, we're gonna dive into it. So yeah, if you want me to make another, I'm only gonna give like descriptions of what he's done and like just a little description. But if you want to see like the whole story and like all the evidence and like stuff like that, then leave a like and comment down below if you want me to do it another one. If this video hits at least 10 likes, then I'll do it. And if the video okay, if I see somebody comment saying that they want one, I'll do it. And okay, so yeah, so the first reason why people hate Jake Paul is because his music video, it's everyday bro. And honestly, this video got very hated. Not at first because his fans were so young and they thought that like it was great and it was lit and whatever. And then after that, a bunch of YouTube creators like Keemstar, PewDiePie, H3H3 podcast, whatever, and all these other YouTubers like Rice Gum, Deji, and all these other YouTubers started calling him out, saying that it was trash and cringy, and it was not good. And this really kind of had like a wave of hate against Jake. And at first, the video was doing pretty good. It was number one trending. It got 5 million views in one day. It got 600,000 likes, and it was number 3 on iTunes. But then after that, now currently it has 2 million likes and 5 million dislikes. And yeah, so that's one of the reasons why people hate him. Another reason why people hate him is because he kicked out his girlfriend Alyssa Violet, who was in Team 10, and he had like a little Team 10 house. He rented it, and in 2016, and he had one of the members of Team 10, who her name was Alyssa Violet, got kicked out, and Jake Paul accused her of cheating. Alyssa Violet then went out to make an exposed video on Jake Paul, saying that he took 20% of the earnings. She had to sign a contract. She saw Jake fly out girls from Ohio and like legit bang them and like smashed on them, and this really upset Alyssa. And then Alyssa Violet, one day she did something that she wanted to do on Jake and try to be like quote unquote savage or something, and then she got kicked out of the Team 10 house. And then Jake Paul later says that she was cheating on a Twitter post. Then after that, that was the whole story. And then Alyssa Violet moved to the Cloud House with Rice Gum, and Rice Gum and Alyssa made a diss track on Jake Paul. And then after that, Alyssa Violet started dating FaZe Banks. So that's another reason why people hate Jake Paul. The other reason was much more major because Jake Paul actually ended up accusing FaZe Banks, Alyssa Violet's boyfriend, of cheating. Of no, not cheating, of assaulting their assistant Meg. And then after that, the video was dropped. Of this, he titled the video "My Assistant Was Assaulted." FaZe Banks immediately got pissed out of this. He really got pissed. He made another video. He put on Twitter saying these kids are so fucked up for this, and they're gonna like um, I'm making a response video right now, and Alyssa Violet tweeted out saying storms are coming. You should never have lied, and yeah, and then she also tweeted, "You want to talk about assault, Jake? Why do I have so many bruises on my on my elbow and stuff like this?" And then after that, they made a response video to Jake saying how Alyssa was talking about how he was abusive, how he dragged her down how he dragged her down the stairs, how he shoved her into a bush, how she did all these crazy shit to Alyssa. And FaZe Banks also said that Team 10 drugged him, and Team 10 did this, and Team 10 like drugged him and bought him alcohol for that he could get drunk. And Nick Crompton, the manager of Team 10, DM'd FaZe Banks saying, like how he thought that it was an accident. He posted like a picture of the bruise mark on the neck on their assistant. FaZe Banks DM'd them back saying he didn't know who she was and this and that, and in short words, it turned out to be fake. And then Jake was like, "Oh, I didn't know it was fake." And on the H3 podcast, when he was about to hit 10 mil subs, he looked at the sub count and it started going down. And then after that, people were starting to find out that the controversy was fake. And then FaZe Bank said that he was gonna pursue it legally. And yeah, and after that, like that's basically the end of it. And Jake Paul, but today Jake Paul and FaZe Banks are pretty much good friends, and they're not enemies anymore. And they're not really like, they have a crazy history, but it's not really like anything personal anymore. It's not really anything like so severe. But either way, that's one of the reasons why people hate Jake Paul, and two of the reasons why actually. And the third reason why people hate Jake Paul is because his neighbors. Now, if you like search up back then when you would search up the Team 10 house, it would appear on Google, and people thought that Jake Paul on purposely like leaked his address. When in reality, Jake Paul actually he actually didn't leak the address. He didn't actually put out the address. He didn't put out the address. Nick Crompton said that he did not like put the address out, and that he the address got like leaked somehow. Nick Crompton like he said out saying that like all the fans would like come to their house, and then like they would like start talking crap, saying that they would always like say, oh, they're the ones who give you their paychecks, they're the ones who give you your money. And Nick Crompton said that Jake couldn't do anything about it, and they started putting security guards. Then the media came, like there was like an event where Jake Paul like jumped on a media event of a news company, and that was like a huge controversy. And like the news started like they started like saying that, covering up for Jake Paul, and saying that the neighbors also like complained about him, saying that he lit a pool on fire, which is actually on YouTube, by the way. He actually lit his pool on fire, and he did a bunch of stunts and pranks, and people were calling him like the worst neighbor in the world, a war zone. The neighborhood is a war zone, and people would like always like go and prank Jake and like egg his house or lick like his doorsteps or something, or they would even like they even swatted him. Like they would say something like, "Oh, Jake Paul has 3 kids stuck in a basement." So yeah, people did not like Jake Paul at all in the neighborhood. So people would like say Jake Paul is this, Jake Paul is that. Oh, Jake Paul, and like they would always like do a bunch of things to piss him off, until like to the point where like he had to like leave. So what happened was that he bought a home in Calabasas, which is like the Team 10 mansion, which is where I guess he lives now. But today right now he's in Miami right now. But either way, back to the story. Those are the reasons why people hate Jake Paul. The other reason why people hate Jake Paul is because all the Team 10 members left. So that means Chance was one of the people who left. The Martinez twins, which the Martinez twins made a video saying the real reason why people hate him is mostly because of the Martinez twins. Because the Martinez twins said that he bullied them, he pranked them, and they were like happening every day. But I feel like this hate, the hate that he got from the Martinez twins, is very unjustified, because like the Martinez twins, first off, all the pranks were fake, and Jake always would ask them, "Hey, do you want me to prank you? Do you want me to prank you? Or like, are you okay with doing this?" And these guys were like, oh wait, but like if it happened to, if when you say like, when you say yes, yes, yes to everything he says, they could do whatever they want. And like obviously they could do whatever they want, because if you don't say anything, he's gonna keep doing it. Instead of like telling him, they made an exposed video saying that, oh, Jake Paul bullied us, and he called them beaners and whatever, or like a racist term for Mexicans. And they even said, oh, we're not Mexican and stuff like this. And then after that, they made an exposed video, and they made a diss track on Jake Paul. So yeah, that's what made a big amount of hate. And Jake Paul made a response video saying that he's sorry and this and that. And the Martinez twins still said that he was that he missed a lot of things out on their video, and how Jake Paul actually took a percentage of their money as well. And yeah, and there was a bunch of other more with like Alyssa Violet. Alyssa Violet also said that he had strict rules, and whoever did not like get up at like 10 a.m. they would get fined $50. They would get fined money and stuff like that. And a lot of problems happened in like the Team 10 house, strictness and bullying and stuff like that. And yeah, so another reason, and this is probably the final reason why people hate Jake Paul, is because back in I think it was like during the George Floyd looting and riots, Jake Paul, like, he was in Arizona, and he filmed like a looting and stuff like that. And people were like, oh, he was looting and he was looting, but he wasn't actually looting. He was just documenting on it. Now let's be real, like, Jake Paul wasn't even looting, honestly. But the police said that they were gonna, like, make a lawsuit and this and that, and press charges on him. And honestly, I feel like the reason why the police press charges on Jake Paul is because, number one, he's white. Number two, he's hated. Number three is he's a celebrity. So that's basically the reason why they, like, made an example out of him. That's the only reason why they wanted to put charges on him. But yeah, and Jake Paul got a lot of hate, and he was doing a lot of stuff like that. Either way, I think Jake Paul's hate is mostly on him, and it's honestly his fault. But at the same time, I feel like some hate is very, like, unjustified. But yeah. Now, if you want me to make a response video, like a video of like what he did in detail of what he did, make sure to leave a comment down below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want more videos like this, if you guys want me to make a video on Logan Paul or more on YouTube boxing, I could definitely do that for you guys. And yeah, just comment down below what you want to see next, guys. I'll see you in the next video.